If there is one moment that defines the spirit of Vietnam, where tradition, emotion, and celebration blend into something unforgettable, it's Lunar New Year in Vietnam, or Tet. This is not your average holiday. Tet is the largest migration of the year, the most sacred family reunion, and the most colorful cultural festival you'll ever witness in Southeast Asia. In the next 10 minutes, we're traveling deep inside Vietnam's heart, exploring traditions, food, beliefs, and real experiences locals practice during Tet, and how you can enjoy them as a traveler. To Vietnamese people, Tet is the start of a new year according to the lunar calendar. But more importantly, it's a spiritual reset. Weeks before Tet, families clean their homes, not because of chores, but because cleansing symbolizes removing old misfortune. It's believed that a clean house invites prosperity, harmony, and fresh blessings. Vietnamese culture is heavily rooted in ancestor worship. During Tet, families invite their ancestors home by preparing offerings, flowers, and food in the family altar. This is why the holiday has a warmth that goes beyond fireworks. It is gratitude, tradition, and emotional connection all wrapped into one. As the Lunar New Year in Vietnam approaches, the entire country begins to transform in a way that feels almost magical. You'll notice flower markets blooming before sunrise, filling the streets with color and fragrance. In the north, soft pink peach blossoms signal a gentle, hopeful new year. In the south, the bright yellow of apricot blossoms represents prosperity and success. And no matter where you go, families carefully choose kumquat trees, believing that the more fruits a tree carries, the more luck the household will attract. The streets turn red, glowing with lanterns, calligraphy, and decorations hanging from every shop. Children run around holding red envelopes, couples pick out new clothes, and markets suddenly become the busiest places in the city. Everyone seems to have somewhere important to be, something important to prepare. It's a time when locals buy offerings for the family altar, gifts for relatives, sweets for guests, and new outfits to welcome the first days of spring.
See you. Happy New Year.
For travelers, this period is one of the most exciting times to be in Vietnam because every corner feels alive, buzzing, colorful, and full of anticipation.
We said about the quiet streets, and I think I found where everyone is.
Food is the soul of Lunar New Year in Vietnam, and every dish on the table carries meaning. The most iconic is the sticky rice cake, called Bánh Chưng in the north and Bánh Tét in the south. Families gather around large trays of banana leaves, rice, pork, and mung beans, laughing and wrapping the cakes together. Then the pot boils through the night, filling the home with warmth and the scent of celebration. On the first morning of the new year, many families offer a beautifully boiled chicken on the altar, usually decorated with lotus leaves or herbs. It's a symbol of honesty and purity, a way of wishing for a peaceful and successful year ahead. You'll also find pickled shallots and pickled vegetables on almost every table. They cut through the richness of the sticky rice cakes, bringing a fresh, lively flavor the Vietnamese people believe helps refresh the body for the new year. Next comes Gio Lua, a silky Vietnamese pork ham that's sliced into perfect circles, a shape that represents wholeness and unity. And of course, no Tet celebration is complete without trays of candied fruits, ginger, coconut, lotus seeds, dried kumquats. People snack on them while catching up with relatives or welcoming guests into their homes. Tea and rice wine flow gently through every visit. They're not just drinks, they're gestures of warmth, hospitality, and reunion. When Lunar New Year finally arrives, Vietnam slows down in the most beautiful way. Families gather on New Year's Eve for a feast that feels like a warm hug. From sticky rice cakes and chicken to fresh spring rolls and fruits arranged with meaning. Before midnight, they place offerings on the altar, light incense, and speak softly to invite their ancestors to join the celebration. As the clock strikes 12, the sky bursts into fireworks and temples echo with prayers. It's emotional, almost sacred, a perfect mix of celebration and reflection. On the morning of the first day, something special happens. The very first person to enter the home is believed to bring energy that will shape the entire year. So families often choose someone gentle, positive, or simply someone whose zodiac aligns well with theirs. It's a beautiful blend of belief and tradition. Children wake up early, excited to receive Lee XE, the famous red envelopes. The envelopes aren't about money, they're about blessings. Adults gently hand them over with wishes for good health, wisdom, and happiness. During the first 3 days of Tet, you'll see families traveling everywhere. The first day is typically for the father's relatives, the second for the mother's side, and the third for teachers or close friends. Each visit is calm and warm, usually accompanied by tea, candied fruits, and conversations filled with joy. Temples and pagodas also become peaceful sanctuaries during these days. Locals pray for good fortune, strong relationships, health, and personal peace. And you'll notice something else. Almost everyone wears their newest, brightest clothes. It's their way of stepping into the year with confidence and hope. Spring festivals appear across the country, filled with lion dances, traditional games, calligraphy masters writing wishes, and people taking photos under blossoms. It's Vietnam at its happiest.
Lovely. It's like a sort of family thing to do, is what it feels like anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
For travelers, Lunar New Year in Vietnam is one of the most rewarding times to be here. Imagine wandering through bustling flower markets, where locals excitedly choose blossoms and decorations, or joining families as they wrap sticky rice cakes and share stories around the fire. The countdown events in big cities like Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh City, and Da Nang are spectacular, offering fireworks, performances, and crowds full of energy.
It was only 15 minutes long. It was really, really cool, but it was really hard to see because there's so many people and so many trees. But it was cool, we set a world record.
But right after that, the cities become surprisingly peaceful. You'll find streets much quieter than usual, giving you the rare chance to experience Vietnam without its usual rush.
The supermarket is even closed right now. Luckily, I bought enough toilet paper for the whole
Pagoda
month.
visits can be incredibly serene. Many travelers say that standing alongside locals as they pray for the new year helps them understand Vietnamese culture on a deeper level. And if you're lucky, you might even be invited to a Tet meal.
Maybe it's better if I find a family and they will feed me.
One of the warmest and most authentic experiences a traveler can have. Just remember that some shops may close for a few days.
Most businesses close for at least 10 days. We're talking shops, restaurants, spas, the gym.
So planning ahead will make your journey smoother. But the reward is priceless. You get to witness Vietnam at its most genuine, heartfelt moment of the year. Lunar New Year in Vietnam is more than a holiday. It's a season of color, flavor, movement, and meaning. You've seen how the cities transform, you've discovered the dishes that shape Tet, and you've walked through the traditions that bring families together year after year. And this is just the beginning. Vietnam has countless celebrations, landscapes, and cultural treasures waiting for you. If you want to keep exploring them with us, through expert guides and local stories, then come along for the adventure. Hit subscribe and stay connected with Asia Pioneer Travel as we uncover more of Vietnam's magic